Did you know that Myanmar is home to one of the world's largest jade deposits? And the black market trade in jade is so lucrative that it generates billions of dollars each year, often fueling violence and corruption. Myanmar, a country rich in natural resources, has been plagued by corruption and violence, and at the heart of it all is the jade trade. The illegal trade in jade is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and the lack of regulation and oversight has led to devastating consequences for the country and its people. The illegal jade trade is not just a Myanmar problem, it's a global issue, with implications that reach far beyond the country's borders. The trade is linked to organized crime, corruption, and human rights abuse, making it a complex web that's hard to untangle. As we delve deeper into the world of jade, it's crucial to understand the significance of this precious stone and its impact on Myanmar's economy. The country's jade deposits are estimated to be worth billions of dollars, making it a lucrative business for those involved. Next, we'll explore the challenges faced by local communities, the history of jade mining in Myanmar, and the devastating impact the illegal trade has on the region's social fabric. We'll also delve into a key incident that highlights the dangers of the Jade Heist and why it's essential to address this issue. Locals living in jade-rich areas face a daily struggle to survive amidst the violence, exploitation, and environmental degradation linked to the illegal jade trade. The once pristine lands are now marred by abandoned mines, polluted rivers, and ravaged forests, leaving behind a trail of destruction that's hard to forget. The environmental impact of the illegal jade trade is staggering. Pollution from mining activities has contaminated water sources, and the destruction of forests has led to soil erosion and landslides. The consequences are dire, and the locals are caught in the middle of it all. Villagers have reported being forced to flee their homes due to the constant threat of violence and intimidation from criminal gangs and corrupt officials. The lack of security and safety has made it impossible for them to live peaceful lives, and the trauma and fear are palpable. The exploitation of local workers is another issue that's often overlooked. Workers are lured into the illegal jade trade with promises of high wages, only to be trapped in a cycle of debt bondage and exploitation. They work in hazardous conditions, with little to no protection, and their lives are discarded like pawns in a game of greed. The impact on local communities is multifaceted, ranging from health problems to social and economic instability. The illegal jade trade has created an environment of fear and mistrust, where locals are pitted against each other, and the rule of law is non-existent. The history of jade mining in Myanmar dates back centuries, with the stone being highly prized for its spiritual and cultural significance. However, the post-colonial era saw the introduction of commercial-scale mining, which marked the beginning of the end for the country's jade deposits. The military junta that ruled Myanmar for decades perpetuated the illegal jade trade, using it as a means to finance their regime. The lack of transparency and accountability created an environment where corruption thrived, and the jade trade became a cash cow for those in power. The role of China in the illegal jade trade cannot be overstated. China is the largest consumer of Myanmar's jade, and the demand has fueled the illegal trade. The porous border between the two countries has made it easy for smugglers to transport the precious stone, often with the aid of corrupt officials. If you're intrigued by the darker side of global politics and want to showcase your interest in these hidden truths, check out our line of political history-themed gear at histoedutainment.com. From bold designs to thought-provoking statements, our merch dives into the complex layers of history that shape our world today. The social fabric of the region has been torn apart by the illegal jade trade. Villages that once thrived are now mere shadows of their former selves, and the people are caught in the midst of a brutal and corrupt system. The illegal jade trade has also had a devastating impact on the region's infrastructure. Roads and bridges have been built to facilitate the transportation of jade, but they have also enabled the flow of drugs and weapons, further destabilizing the region. In 2015, a landslide in the jade mining town of Pakant killed over 100 people and injured many more. The tragedy highlighted the dangers of the illegal jade trade and the need for urgent action. The incident sparked widespread outrage, but little has been done to address the root causes of the problem. The Hapakant landslide was a wake-up call, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. The illegal jade trade is a ticking time bomb, waiting to unleash its fury on the people of Myanmar and beyond. In a few years, a group of miners stumbled upon a massive jade boulder worth millions of dollars. The discovery sparked a frenzy of activity, with miners and traders flocking to the area in search of the precious stone. The incident highlighted the dangers of the jade rush, where people are willing to risk their lives for a piece of the action. The story of the jade miner who lost his life in the Hapakant landslide is just one of many. His family still waits for justice, but the system is broken and accountability is a distant dream. The illegal jade trade is a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach. It demands action from governments, NGOs, and individuals. We need to hold those responsible accountable and work towards creating a system that is transparent and fair. In conclusion, the Jade Heist is a deadly game that has devastating consequences for the people of Myanmar and beyond. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry built on violence, corruption, and human rights abuse. We need to shine a light on this dark underbelly and work towards creating a better future for all. What do you think about the jade trade? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and be sure to check out our related political history videos for more insights.